Hi everyone, it's Miss Alsamani. I hope you're all well and healthy and safe. I know this has been a really strange time for everyone because we weren't expecting to go all online, but I just hope everyone is doing well and healthy. So I want to take a few minutes to kind of be silly a little bit and say some of the phrases that I normally say in class, because I know this has been a weird, uncertain time, and I know I have a script that I usually follow in class. So I'm going to start off. Hi everyone, let's go ahead and get started. Pretend I'm closing the door. We refer to the calendar, of course, can't live without my calendar. And then I always call roll, and I mention the infamous Will, and Gabe or Moose is usually acting silly, and so I have to get on to him about something, so I'll say, Gabe, get down from there, or Gabe, you've lost your marker privileges. And then at some point, someone's gonna start talking a lot, and so classmates will start shushing, and I'll say, thank you for shushing. And so that's another common phrase just for your class. I usually don't have to say that for any of my other classes, but you guys are especially rambunctious. So I do miss teaching you all. It's been weird to go online and not see you face to face and not help you with your essays in the computer lab. I really miss this class, and you guys have been awesome this semester. So I am going to continue making videos. We did find out that the spring semester is going to finish with online, so I won't see you guys in person unless you at some point come out in the summer, if we're still if we actually work on campus during the summer. So but you will see me essentially through these videos. And so I've got a few things I want to talk to you about with the poetry short story essay. There's some important information that I would have told you during class or during our computer lab days. So just remember that it is an 800-word essay, and that does count your works cited page. Also, I've emailed you all works cited page entries in your course mail. So I've actually cited every single work that we've covered. And so no matter if you're writing about one work, two works, three works, so on and so forth, you can copy and paste the entry to put into your works cited page. I wouldn't have normally done that. I honestly would have had you guys cite it on your own and give you some guidance. But since I have not been able to guide you as much as I normally like, I went ahead and did the citations for you. So just make sure you copy and paste. Keep the source formatting when you paste it, because it's already double spaced with hanging indent, and just make sure that your citations are in alphabetical order. So if you do have three works, make sure that they are in alphabetical order. So that's very important. Also, don't forget that the titles need to have quotation marks around them. All of the works we've covered are short works, so like short stories, poems, sonnets. And so when you mention a title of a work, put those quotation marks, as little, make sure this gets in the video, the quotation marks around the title. That's really important. Also, don't forget to have in-text citations when you quote. I do encourage you to quote from the works for your evidence, but I do want to make sure that you put those in-text citations. That's that parentheses at the end of the quote. For poems, you're going to need to quote and have the line number. So the line numbers are on the poems. It's usually every fifth line. They'll say 5, 10, 15, and you can count to figure out which line you've quoted. So say if you're writing about Because I Could Not Stop for Death and you quote line 9, you'll have the quotation, parentheses, 9, parentheses, period for that poem. But if you're doing a short story, it's actually the page number. And so say if you're quoting from The Cask of Amontillado, you would have the quote, parentheses, page number, parentheses, period. If you're not sure if it's a poem or short story, feel free to ask me. That's fine. No shame in that, essentially. Always just ask questions if you're not sure about if you've done the in-text citation correctly. Also, as you guys are doing peer reviews, remember rough drafts are due on Wednesday. Feel free to check your classmates' in-text citations. And then also, don't forget to check their thesis statements. Thesis statements have been really important this whole semester. They'll continue to be important for the rest of the semester. Remember, the thesis statement is that one-sentence summary that's at the end of the introduction paragraph. It summarizes your whole essay, and I will still be looking for those thesis statements, so just help each other out for your peer review and check on those and make sure that there is a thesis statement, or if there is one that's not very strong, give them some feedback on how to make it a stronger thesis. So I really hope this has helped. I'm going to check my little script and make sure I covered everything. Also, for the rough drafts, don't feel bad if it is a really rough draft. I understand that this is a weird time. and that you might not have had time to finish a full rough draft, and that's fine. So even if it's just a couple of paragraphs, go and submit those couple of paragraphs. Or if it's a full essay but you feel that it's a super rough full essay, just go ahead and submit it, because that way I can give you feedback, your classmates can give you feedback, and that way you would have a stronger essay to submit for the final draft. So I will create the discussion board by Wednesday, obviously, for you to submit your rough drafts into for peer review. I'm not as strict on the time this time. Normally I want it submitted by class time, which is 1 o'clock for your class, but honestly I understand that you guys all have different schedules now. It might be that you're working a different schedule, or that you're having to share a computer with your family members, and so I understand that this has been a weird situation. We're not used to this. So as long as it's submitted by Wednesday, I'm happy. Even if you do peer review on Thursday, that's fine as well. I'm going to be really flexible on that. So feel free to ask me any questions at any point. I'm going to check my script to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think I got it all. Kind of memorized it. I do really miss you guys, and I hope that you all are well and healthy, and I'm gonna miss seeing this class. Honestly, this has been one of my favorite classes to teach, because you guys are so silly, and we've gotten our little rapport and funny inside jokes and stuff. So but feel free to email me at any point, and just ask me questions along the way. I'm in this with you, so don't feel nervous. I have complete confidence that everyone in this class can finish the class strong, and that you've got this. So just know that I'm here for you. All right, thanks guys, and I hope you continue to stay healthy and happy.